Well, hi from Queensland, Australia, and welcome back into my garden. Let's today talk about geraniums. Now, they're a genus of flowering plants, including over 280 species of both perennials and succulents, and also shrubs as well. So they're a really hardy kind of plant to put in your garden. I'll be quite honest, it's not something I ever really thought I wanted in my garden until my next door neighbour about a year ago gave me some cuttings, and I put them in my garden, and I absolutely love them for so many reasons. But let me just explain to you the simplicity. Now, my neighbour gave me some more. She gave me red, pink and white, and all she did was cut them off the plant that she has like that. I've had that sitting in water, and all I'm going to do is plant them straight into the ground. And the simplicity of planting them is just this. Find where you want to plant them, push them in to the soil, and then water them in. That is how simple it is for them to shoot. That's the simplicity of growing them, and these will take shoot very, very quickly. As you can see, they're planted in the sun. They actually prefer full sun. That's the way that you'll get them to flower, except ivy geranium, which is best in a light shaded area. Now, these common varieties will live up to 40 years old, which is just amazing, unless you bring them in contact with cold snaps. They don't like the cold weather really, and under or over watering isn't good. They prefer well-drained soil, and you only water them when they actually look like they're getting a bit dry, so don't overwater them. You deadhead them regularly when they're adults by actually cutting off the flower, not just taking off the head on the top. I took a cutting off one that I had in my garden and decided to try and grow it in a pot, and as you can see, it's quite happily and healthily growing away here in my shade house. The great thing is geraniums strike both in soil and in water. And these ones have been sitting in this bucket for about a week now. I haven't quite decided where they're going to go. And as you can see, the leaves are quite green. They're lush. They look healthy, just beautiful. So they'll just sit there until I decide whereabouts in my garden I'm going to plant them. And then within 6 months of putting a piece into the ground or in a pot, this is what you get. They are absolutely beautiful and green. Look at that. They have a really unusual shaped leaf on them, but they are thick, they are lush. These ones are covered in little buds. You can see the beautiful white and watermelon coloured flowers on here. Absolutely beautiful. And now I must say, I'm actually enjoying having a couple of fully grown geraniums in my garden. They fill a spot and keep the weeds down. What more could a gardener want?